So we've been talking about PlayStation on PC for a little while now because it seems like Sony is making a huge push towards the platform, and it appears like things are continuing to accelerate for them with what I think is their big end goal that they're working towards. And we'll go over that here today because we have a bit more confirmation as to a game that is making its way to the PC platform from PlayStation this fall. Guys, if you enjoy these videos, make sure that like button helps out a ton. And if new here to the Spawn Wave Plus channel, make sure you subscribe down below. Let's head over to PlayStation Games for PC. It's an entire website that they had started up here just to kind of go over some of the games that they have available, as well as places you can buy it. And right now we have games that are available with God of War, Spider-Man, Days Gone, Horizon Zero Dawn, Helldivers, and Predator Hunting Grounds. Now, I did notice that in the MPD, Spider-Man made a massive jump upwards. I wasn't thinking too much about it, but many people reminded me in the comments that Spider-Man had gone to PC for the month of August and seemed to sell well enough to make a huge, like, 80-spot jump in the MPD sales charts. Basically, it's working for PlayStation right now. They're finding revenue on the PC platform for games that came out, 3-4 years ago, for some of these. So it's working so far for them, and it doesn't appear they have any plans to slow down at all. So we see these ones here. We also see some of the coming soon, which includes Miles Morales. That was one that was confirmed again today, and it is coming to PC fall 2022. It's not new to hear about that because I believe months ago they had mentioned it along with like talks around Spider-Man Remastered that Miles Morales would find its way to PC this fall. However, Marvel on their website put out a post, and we had a new trailer that dropped showcasing it. So at this point, I hear or see a release date or a window, and I just assume it could be pushed back. Not the case here. It looks like they're going to try to get Miles Morales out this fall. And if you think about it, we also have Uncharted, the Legacy of Thieves collection. That's coming out in October. I don't think we're going to see Miles Morales release before Uncharted, but we could see Miles release in November. So we have an October, November, and potentially a December release. Last of Us Part 1 is coming soon to PC. It's possible they could maybe launch into 2023 with like a January release for it, but I don't know. Would they do like back-to-back-to-back PC releases heading into 2023 because they have other games they are still going to be launching on PC here pretty soon because there's work being done on them in the background right now, especially on places like Steam with their database, like we see Sackboy. Sackboy, while it's not this massive title from Sony and PlayStation like we see with Last of Us or Uncharted or Spider-Man, it's still variety. It's still a game from PlayStation Studios moving over to PC. And you know what? Sackboy was at least a fun game. All right, so it might be worth checking out just to see what you think there. But there's also a lot of talk around Returnal making the jump. This was mentioned early September from Alex Battaglia, who talked about a GDC presentation that seemed to continue to kind of back the PC version. And there is a Steam database listing that has been linked to Returnal, and I'm expecting that and Sackboy to get announced at any time. And we also know that Sony is pushing heavily for quite a bit of revenue this fiscal year from the PC side, and I kind of think we're going to start seeing every month or even every other month just a game from PlayStation Studios go to PC. And I do believe that their end goal for all of this is to get to a launcher. Like, they want a launcher for PlayStation on the PC. Seems to be a very contentious topic on PC to have free launchers on your desktop, but I mean, that's kind of the way it goes right now because no one wants to pay the 30% cut for Steam. They prefer to have a way to get you into their ecosystem with an application. In fact, there was a part that was mentioned here when it comes to the PSN account saying you currently do not need a PSN account. Again, currently, I think that will change, and that is a way to get you into their ecosystem without you having to buy a PlayStation necessarily. So I do expect a couple of slots to be filled on new and upcoming games for PC. We'll at least see Returnal and Sackboy appear here, and as live service games roll out, I'm sure those will probably go to PC at the same time, since those are heavily reliant on just an overall user base to be active. And I'm curious about the ace up their sleeve, that being Bloodborne. Would they do a Bloodborne release as a way to get people to install a PlayStation launcher on their PC? Maybe just tie it completely to that. And I think it would at least work well enough out of the gate to get people signed up to their, or at least downloading their free application for their launcher. And obviously they'd put it on PlayStation platforms. And I would love to see that. I think it'd be really cool if they just went back, did a remaster for it. It doesn't have to be too serious or in-depth. A lot of people are just asking them to fix the frame pacing and unlock it to 60 FPS, and they'd be happy there. And I'd agree. I think Bloodborne does at least need that, like bare minimum. But I think it'd be interesting to see them do that. And hey, maybe there is a reason for them to do so with their big push to PC. But let me know what you guys think about this one down below. Are you excited to see more and more of these PlayStation games head to PC? Thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.